So for the final question of this session, so we have a lot of information here. Let's read the informations one by one. So Ramla, somebody, he mixes 2 liters of water with every 18 liters of pure milk. So whenever you read the statement, you should understand that he's not actually mixing 2 liters of water with 18 liters of milk. He is mixing 2 liters with every 18 liters of milk. Implies that whatever amount he's selling, it has milk and water in the ratio 9 is to 1. I've written milk and water, so it's the other way around. So milk and water will be simply in the ratio 9 is to 1. That is what this person is selling, right? Now he has two sons, P and Q. One fine day, P added 5 liters of milk and Q added 3 liters of water. So these are being added to the solution. And then to the milk solution, which Ramala prepared for selling. So Ramla, whatever he did, had milk and water in the ratio 9 is to 1. Then he added a certain amount of milk. These are fixed quantities. So he added 5 liters of milk and 3 liters of water to it. Ramla then added, so in order to have the same ratio of milk and water, which is 9 is to 1, Ramla added a total of 82 liters of milk and water put together. So the total volume that he added, so he again added certain amount of a mixture of milk and water into this after the sons have added 5 liters and 3 liters, whatever, to get back that same ratio. Now, I hope you understand one idea here. This is a very basic idea of ratio. So if A by B is equal to C by D, then A plus C by B plus D should also in turn be equal to each of these ratios. So what I mean to say is, if A by B is equal to C by D is equal to some K, then A plus C by B plus D is also equal to K, right? Why am I telling you this is, suppose I consider one part which Ramla initially began with. So let's say Ramla had 9x amount of milk and 1x amount of water initially. The two sons have added 5 liters of milk here and 3 liters of water. So this is what they have added. But then Ramla added another mixture of certain ratio. So let's say certain milk and certain water. So effectively, this is what happens to the final milk and final water, right? So let me revise this once again. So initially, Ramla had 9x and 1x milk and water. I'm writing milk by water in each of the cases. To that, the son mixed 5 and 3, the two sons, 5 milk and 3 water. Finally, Ramla is adding some M liters of milk and W liters of water into it to again get this 9 by 1 ratio, right? See, if you understand this idea properly, then you don't have to write this step actually. You should be able to understand one thing here. If this part is in the ratio 9 is to 1, if the final thing is 9 is to 1, then this part should also be 9 is to 1. That is what is signified here, right? So if A by B is 9 is to 1 and A plus C by B plus T is also 9 is to 1, then the C by D, the remaining bit, should also be 9 is to 1. So we can actually start with something like this, 5 plus M upon 3 plus W is equal to 9 by 1. So if you have a good clarity on this basic idea, so you can directly get into this step. That is what I'm trying to imply here. Now there are a lot of ways to solve this out. So you can simply solve this using these equations only. That would not take too much time because what we have is 5 plus M is equal to 27 plus 9W. Now we can treat it as we can try to find the milk directly or the water directly. I'm using the milk part because I don't want to multiply whatever I substitute here. I don't want to multiply 9 to that again. So what I'm going to do is, I know that the total amount of milk and water added is 82 liters, if you remember, going back to that part of the data. So this is where it was mentioned. He added a total of 82 liters of milk and water. So if that is the total, then this M should be equal to 82 minus W, right? So the left hand side becomes 5 plus 82, which is 87, minus W is equal to 27 plus 9W. So W, you can solve this. 10W is 60, so W is equal to 6. So once you obtain that the water is 6, You can easily figure out that the m is 82 minus this, that is 76. So we're looking for the ratio of these two. 76 is to 6, which reduces to 38 is to 3. So option A. That is the answer for this question. I hope this was clear. So there is some significance of ratio also in whenever it comes to mixtures kind of problems. Don't forget those basics. They are very important in these kind of questions. So I hope you had fun in this session. Thank you for joining, and have a nice day.